Hello everybody and welcome back to the Altown channel. I'm your host Al, and today we're going to be checking out Scrap Mechanic. If you've seen the latest dev blog for this game, you would know that Chapter 2 is on its way next year. Crossing my fingers. And release date is going to come out in a couple of months according to the devs. So how long that is, we don't actually know, but in the meantime, I thought I might as well start my own series, get through the entire first chapter, and by the time chapter 2 comes out, you guys will have something to enjoy in the meantime. I'm not going to pretend like you don't know how to play this game, because the majority of you already do. If just the game looks interesting to you, if you're like newer, I'll probably... Actually, I might not, but if I remember, I'll put the link to this game in the description, so you guys can go down there and buy it for yourself. Yes, you do have to purchase this game. I'm not sure exactly how much it costs. It's been a while since I got the game, but yeah. If you're interested, down there, there will hopefully be a link. Anyways, currently following the quest here, we're putting out fires in our mothership here, which seem to have crash landed. Why? We don't know. I'm sure we'll figure that out when the story comes out, because yeah, we don't actually know at the moment why we've crashed. I think it's because of the farm bots. Well, it obviously is because of the farm bots, but like, there's no farm bot in the game that is able to take down aircrafts. So, not at the moment, at least. So the reason why we've been shot down, unknown. Can't wait to find out. I think in some earlier dev blogs, they've talked about Chapter 3. I don't think they're working on it right now, but after Chapter 2, which, if you're unaware, Chapter 2 is focused around the underground, a brand new location that's not in the game yet, and it looks massive, by the way. Probably the size of, like, I'd imagine it's the size of the normal survival terrain, but just underground. And yeah, that's like, that location's the main focus for Chapter 2. And in one of the dev blogs, they talked to, well, it wasn't even a dev blog, it was a Q&A session where they were asked, like, about aerial and water-based physics, like aerodynamics and all that stuff. And they basically said that underwater and in the sky is probably going to be Chapter 3's focus. So we do have information on Chapter 3 before Chapter 2 is even out. So that's pretty insane. Yeah, I'm just trying to get through this starting stuff, because this does take quite a bit of time usually. But yeah, we have information on Chapter 3. Of course, I'm not really focused on Chapter 3 at the moment. We're focused on Chapter 2, which I'll repeat once again, it's not out. It won't be out for quite a bit of time. Probably, I mean, at the very least, and this is like really wishful thinking, at the very least, probably like 6-7 months from now. So we're nowhere near that time of release, probably. But we are going to get a release date in the coming months, whatever that means, and I'm excited to see when it's coming out. Apparently it's got its own name too, which I find is weird. Why? I'll just straight up call it Chapter 2. I mean, I don't think we need names for the updates, but that's just my opinion. You can name it if you want. Probably gonna have something to do with the underground. Alright, so I think I've completely looted everything from the structure here. 20 scrap blocks aren't going to be enough. I'm not sure if I want to make a starting vehicle, really, because with the wheels that they give you aren't the greatest. So I'm probably going to skip past the first vehicle. Just because, like, just because I know there's something better around here. No. We got 30 buckets now. Get some soil, fertilizer, all the seeds. And what I personally like to do, I like to dismantle all this stuff. Take some of that. Take that. Take all that. And there we go. We can actually... You didn't used to be able to do this. When survival mode first came out, you weren't able to take the soil, but now you can. And it's actually pretty useful. Alright, but now if we open our logbook, we have the mechanic station. We gotta set a waypoint there and head that direction. I do know it's quite far, and we're gonna come across some structures on the way, which I'm gonna spend the time to loot, because we're gonna need a lot of component kits for the future of the series, but we're also going to need a lot of scrap metal, at least until we get the drill. Once we get a drill, we won't have to focus so much on scrap metal, but that's later in the game. We're probably not going to get there in today's episode. We're probably just going to get, you know, probably just going to like get craft bot probably. Now, if you happen to be a newer player who's still deciding to watch this video, things that you can do early game is, you know, you probably want to collect as much corn as you can. Corn is useful, and if you see taller rocks like that one over there, they will sometimes have beeswax on them, and you want to collect that beeswax because it can be very useful. Ooh, we're gonna pick up some more beeswax over here. I'd like to get the actually decent wheels as soon as possible. As soon as possible. I'd like to get the better wheels as soon as possible, and that's what we're gonna make our first car out of. Alright, we found our first structure on the road. Gonna pick up some wood here, because I know we're gonna need a lot later on for base building and whatnot. So let's go ahead and do that. There's also, yeah, I forgot, there's seeds and soil in here. This is probably... Ow. Come at me, boy. I didn't even hear him. He got the jump on me. I was like, whatever. Alright. So, we've got quite a bit of soil. A lot more than I expected to have at this point. But that's okay. We're going to continue down this road, and it should lead us to the mechanic station. I got here much faster than if I were to build a car and then go over here. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Hopefully our mission log gets updated. Yes, it is. Now we gotta grab the battery over there. Alright. Let me in. Come here, boy. I got too close on me. This fight is difficult because you're in an enclosed space. There's not a whole lot of room to move. I set my spawn point. Grab the battery. Oh, there we go. And now, put this battery in the socket. Now the good thing about that specific Haybot is he respawns every time you join, so that's the way to farm scrap metal if you didn't know. But now we can craft the craft bot, and I'm one component kit short, bro. Whatever. We're just gonna have to go to another structure and loot it, so cue the action music. See, that was that 2-hit combo. Talk about, and I already got the component kit I need. Lovely. We're gonna need more in the future, but for now, enough. Let's see if there's anything hidden in the hay here. Ah. And we're back, and we have all of our resources. So let's go ahead and craft the craft bot. It's so beautiful. Let me take a look at it. This is a great idea, I know. Alright, here he is. I'm gonna put him down right there. And now that we have the craft bot, I'm gonna take a short intermission. I'm kind of hungry at the moment, so I'll be back after some food. Alright guys, I'm back, and I just had a bowl of Reese Puffs, the peanut butter lovers kind, you know, only the best. Subjective, I know, but whatever. Yeah, we are here at our mechanic station. I'm gonna place down some items because I need to get rid of some of this stuff. So give me one moment. Come on. Bam. No, that's terrible. That's also terrible. There we go. Big fat stack of soil. Place down some of these seeds too, just so they're out of the way. And bam. Alright. Don't have as many seeds as I originally thought. But there we go. I don't think I missed any. No, we're good. And okay, so gotta remember, we just got a craft bot. And oof, I mean, just that's not a whole lot of slots, really. But whatever. So we're gonna just go ahead and see if we can make some wheels. Here we are. We have the beeswax. I don't think we have enough though. We need 6 times 4, 24. So we're about 5 short on the beeswax. We're also gonna need wood block 1 and metal block 1, and that we need to refine scrap wood like that. Something that needs to happen is we're gonna need to go out and explore again, try and get some beeswax. I don't see that many dang, I wish you could do that. I don't see that many rocks around here for us to get beeswax from. No, I don't really see any. But we do need to head out, try and get some more beeswax. We've almost got enough, but not quite. We got unlucky with the rock spawn here. This is probably one of the worst ones for beeswax. Yeah. Oh, I think we just have enough. Nice. Alright. So, here we are, back at the mechanic station. And, we have all the beeswax that we'll need. We just need to refine some scrap metal so we can get the wheels that we need. Let's just see. I don't think we have enough. We're gonna need to craft, I think, 2 more sets of wood, and then we can start crafting our metal. There we go. And we will need to collect some more wood, so while the wheels are crafting, I'll go ahead and get some wood. My dog is bothering me. Yes, I'm wearing a blanket. Don't judge. Puppy. A little pup. He's a good dog. He's like, you know, if he was human, he'd be Unk status. 100%. This dude, old. And he's relatively small, so he's gonna sit on my lap for the rest of the video. Anyways, I got a bit of metal. I think that'll be enough for the wheels. So let's go ahead and start crafting a couple. And while those are crafting, show some of the newer players some wood mining simulator. Bro, stop bothering me. Thank you. Anyways. Bro, there's beeswax right. How long has this been a thing, bro? Okay, whatever. I'll need it later anyways. That would have saved some time. Well, whatever. Yeah, so, this is how we get wood in this game. I find collecting wood to be one of the more satisfying things to do in this game. It's like tearing down trees and refining them. Especially when you get like larger vehicles that have resource collectors. And then you can take it back to like a wood shop where it will like refine all the wood for you, and then you can chain it into craft bots that make wood. Ooh, I got some plans. I'd like to start automating in this series, and I want to use the pipe block that I don't really see anybody else using. I want to make like interconnected systems using pipes to, you know, which I'll show you what I mean. Oh, it looks like our 2 wheels are done, so we're gonna go ahead and start crafting the second pair. But what I was talking about, let's see, yeah, right here. These vacuum pipes. They are able to make items travel throughout different parts of your base, and I think this should be a very neat thing to start using, because I haven't actually seen anybody use these in the game ever. So I'm gonna try and use them during the series. They are quite expensive at the moment, but once we get the drill, it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. And we have our wheels. Yeah. Alright, we got our wheels. So now we're going to go ahead and build ourselves a vehicle of some kind. We do need to get a couple of other things, which I'll just go ahead and start crafting. A driver's seat. I'm a craft engine. I actually don't know. Yeah, we need metal block 1, we need component kits, and we need oil, which I don't have any oil at the moment. So we're gonna craft the scrap engine for now. It'll work for what we're needing. I guess in the meantime, I'll craft some bearings because we're gonna need some of those. And we'll go ahead and get started building our... Oh crap, I'm almost out of wood already. Back to mining. Sucks. Let's go ahead and start building our little thing here. There we go. Take our seat and place it down there. And we'll collect our bearing. Alright. So what I'm going to do is build up like this and out. Place a bearing underneath. Block. Bearing. Wheel. Do the same on this side too. And now we have front wheel steering, which is all we really need at the moment. We don't really need back wheel steering. And what I'm going to do is gonna build out like that. There we go. And there we go. Oh, I don't have a connection tool yet, of course. What does it take for a connection tool? More scrap metal. Okay. Back to the grind we go. Alright, so now we got our rods fully refined. We have 105 metal scrap. That should be enough. Gotta craft our engine. I don't think we got any oil during that. No. Although oil is pretty easy to get. I don't know why I'm just avoiding it. Let's go get it. Let's go grab some oil. Whee! Yeah, so to get oil, you need to come down here. It's right here at the bottom. I can't remember. I think I need 5 for the engine. There we go. We have our crude oil, and now we can craft a engine. Yay! Let's get to it. All right, here we are. We need to craft our connection tool, and then we also need to craft we need to craft metal blocks first. Duh. Stupid. Why don't I think of that? I don't even know how many. We need 20, so we're gonna need 2 sets of metal blocks. I should have made the connection tool on the other crafter, but whatever. Alright, here we are. Bam! Connection tool! Should I go? I guess I can go ahead and get started with that. So we need the seat to connect to these. Twist, twist. And now we can craft our engine. It's gonna take 1 minute and 30 seconds. Alright, time to wait. Alright, here we are. Finally got our engine. That took quite a long time, but here we are. Bam! Hook it up to the seat first, then the back wheels. Make sure it's going forward. Max connections. Okay. So now we need to put fuel in the engine. See, unlike the scrap engine, which I skipped over, this one can be upgraded. So, that's cool. We have our fuel in there. Ooh, our vehicle is not that heavy. It wants a wheelie. But now... Okay. It's actually really hard to control. We'll turn it down. I gotta put it off the lift. What am I doing? I'm literally dumb. Here we are. Here we are. A little bit sharp with that turning, but whatever. I mean, do you see how, like, I'm tapping the turning on some of these. It just slides like crazy, bro. Like those back tires, man. Oh, it's so bad. Like if I've hit one bump and I try and correct myself, I'm gonna go flying. Alright, get up the hill. Although, as you can see, it is still faster even with its problems. And it drives relatively well. I think I'm going to make a couple changes to it. Oh my goodness. It's absurd. That sliding is crazy. Yeah, so I'm gonna try something here. Put it back on the lift. I'm gonna, instead of having it attached to the back like that, I'm gonna attach it to the front wheels where the steering is, so maybe we don't get that sliding around. I did this, dude. I am literally stupid. I'm the dumbest person in the world. But yeah, there we go. Now, whoa! Once we upgrade the engine, we should be able to attach all 4 wheels, so we won't have to really choose. But yeah, we're no longer sliding everywhere, which is really nice. If I make a quick turn, of course our steering radius isn't like the best, but at least we're not skimming across the ground. Yeah, this is pretty good. I like where we're at right now. And I think that's where we're gonna end today's video. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you let me know if there's things I can improve on. Be sure to let me know. Like if you have any criticisms whatsoever, please let me know about them, and I'll try and improve upon them in the next episode. But yeah, this was episode 1 of Scrap Mechanic Survival Chapter 1. We're gonna do a different series for Chapter 2 when it comes out. But right now, that was episode 1. We have a basic vehicle. I think in the next video, I'm gonna try and look into getting a farm going, trying to survive a couple raids, so we can see what that's like. Maybe we'll try and talk to the farmer, see if we can get some trades done. But that all depends on time. I think the main focus will be about building a farm, getting some defenses up, and trying to survive our first farm raid, which that'll be pretty interesting. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.